Welcome to 215 and Worldwide, the podcast where we dive into all things Philadelphia sports and sports around the world. Whether you're cheering for the Super Bowl champion Eagles, rooting for the Sixers, hoping for a Phillies win, catching a Flyers game, following the Union, or cheering for your own team, we've got you covered. I'm your host, Matthew Dobbins, and today we're going to talk about the latest sports buzz in the city of brotherly love and sports around the other big leagues. Alright, first up, the Philadelphia Eagles. As we all know, the Philadelphia Eagles humbled the Kansas City Chiefs with a 40-22 victory to crown them the latest Super Bowl champion back in February. The schedule for the 2025 season came out about a week ago, and I'm going to let you all know my thoughts. So for week 1, we're going to open up with the Dallas Cowboys on September 4th. This week, we're the first game of the season, so this opens up the 2025 NFL season officially, and we're going to go into that game ready. We're going to unveil that Super Bowl banner in front of the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to make them all pissed off. We're going to use that energy and use it against them. We're going to beat the Dallas Cowboys 100%. Week 2, September 24th, or not September 24th, September 14th, against the Kansas City Chiefs. Even though the Chiefs lost to us in the Super Bowl, and they're probably going to hold that against us in that game, they're going to remember what happened. They're going to look back each and every play. It doesn't matter. We're going to beat them. We're going to go into Kansas City, say, hey, Chiefs fans, I don't hear you. You're not loud enough. You weren't loud enough at the Super Bowl. That's why we won. We're going to take the dub in Kansas City. Week 3, September 21st, against the LA Rams. We're going to win that game. It's at home. September 28th, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's in Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts. This is going to be a good matchup. But I think the Birds are going to come out with a win in Tampa Bay. The last couple of times we've been to Tampa Bay, we have not done so hot. But I think this year we're going to break that streak, and we're going to win. October 5th for Week 5, we're at home versus the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, if he's going to be the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos, we're going to win that game. It doesn't matter. Rookie or no rookie, we're going to win that game. October 9th, in the Meadowlands, at MetLife Stadium, against the New York Giants, we're going to win that game. It doesn't matter. October 19th, against the Minnesota Vikings. We're going from New York to Minneapolis. We're going to win that game. It doesn't matter. October 26th, against the New York Giants. We're going to win that game too. The Giants, if we beat the Giants in the first time, they're going to come back down here. They're going to be like, we just got beat by the Birds. We got to do something in return. We got to beat them here in the link. That's not going to happen. We're not going to let that happen. Our defense is going to step up. Jalen Hurts is going to have a monster game. Saquon Barkley is going to have a monster game. A.J. Dillon, if he hops in, he's going to have a monster game. Nick Sirianni is just going to coach us to a great victory against the Giants to secure our 8th victory since Week 1. Going into Week 9, we have the first bye of our season, and the only bye of our season. Week 10, November 10th, it's in Green Bay against the Packers. That's going to be a W. They might have held this year's draft, but we're just going to be like, thanks for holding the draft. Thanks for holding the great players. Thanks for holding the great fans. But thanks for the dub. We're gonna come in there, tell them their cheese is worse than ours. We have the better Philadelphia cheese. Doesn't matter. We're getting the dub. November 16th, against the Lions at home. I think that'll be our first loss. That'll be our first loss of the season is against the Lions. I just have a weird feeling that the Lions are just going to beat us at home. So we're gonna go. That's gonna be our first loss of the season. November 23rd against the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to Dallas. I don't know what it is with the Dallas and Philly rival, but somehow, some way, almost each year. And I'm saying almost because I'm pretty sure last year we swept Dallas in the series, but almost every year we tie 1-1 the series. It's usually a Philly win and then a Dallas win, and then that's it for the regular season. I feel like that's going to be our second loss of the season. We're going to be tied 1-1. November 28th against the Bears. The Bears are going to lose. We're going to get our what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th win of the season. We're going to get our 10th win of the season. We're going to go 10-2 going into week 14 against the Chargers, December 28th. Not 28th. Oh my lord. December 8th against the Chargers in Los Angeles. We're going to win. Doesn't matter. We're going to go out on the West Coast, get that dub, come back right here. Because we're coming back December 14th against the Raiders at Lincoln Financial Field. We're going to get that dub. I'm not too sure who the quarterback is for the Raiders. I don't know if it's Gardner Minshew. I don't remember if it's Derek Carr. It's one of those two. It could be another quarterback. But it doesn't matter. We're getting that dub. Raiders are just they have a good fan base. They have a good team, but not good enough to beat us. December 20th against the Commanders. We're in Washington. That'll be a dub. This should be a dub no matter what. It should have been a dub last year when we were in Washington. Because last year we came in there. Jalen Hurts got hurt in the first half. Didn't look too pretty. Come out the rest of the game for the Birds. It was just not a pretty game. But this year, we're going to have a healthy team going into Week 16 against the Washington Commanders. We're going to get that dub. December 28th against the Buffalo Bills. We're in Buffalo. That might be a snow game. It's late December. It's in Buffalo, New York. I think that might be a snow game. And the last snow game we had was the last playoff against the LA Rams. Saquon Barkley had a field day. I think our players love the snow. I've heard them talking on podcasts and all that. They said they love the snow. They want to play in it again. If that's a snow game, they would love it. That's just going to be another dub to finish off the season. Week 18, it says we're first in the Commanders, but that could also be to be determined. So I'm not sure if we're going to be playing that game or not. Last year, we did end up playing. I think we did end up playing that game. I might be wrong, but yeah, that's if we do end up playing that game, that's gonna be a dub. I'm not gonna count that dub though because it's still not on the schedule. So to end off the 2025 regular season, going into the playoffs, hopefully we're gonna go 14-2. I'm pretty sure I counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, 14-2. We're gonna go 14. Hopefully, we'll go 14-2 to end off the regular season. Go into the playoffs strong, healthy, confident, hungry as ever, looking for our third Super Bowl win, and the play that we all know and love, the tush push, that didn't get banned. So hopefully, that play gets the Birds to another Super Bowl. Let's hope it's not another Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. I saw the new logo for this next year's Super Bowl. It could mean anything. They could change the logo. They could change the logo. It's in San Francisco, so it should be a fun game outside. The Birds, I don't think they haven't played in a outdoor Super Bowl in a while. or at least the two Super Bowls that they did win. They didn't play in outdoor stadiums. So if the Birds get there, that would be fun to watch them play in an outdoor stadium. So let's get to the Super Bowl. Let's have hopefully the Birds win a third championship for the city of brotherly love. Moving on to the sports team that everyone in the city didn't want to watch towards the end of their season, and is probably the most injured team. You could probably guess it by now. It's the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers ended their season 13th in the Eastern Conference with a record of 23-56. The worst they've been since the 2016-2017 regular season. This record is without stars Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain. All those players and more were injured. Practically the whole team was out for the remainder of the season. This is the first time there's been no playoff basketball in South Philadelphia for 5 to 6 years. The Sixers ended on a 12-game losing streak. That was the longest streak of their season, losing-wise. The good part about having one of the worst records in the NBA, you get one of the top picks in the NBA draft lottery. And that's what happened with the Sixers. The Sixers received the third draft pick in the NBA draft lottery. They're carrying that into the draft. Some people thought maybe Daryl Morey would trade up, or not trade up, but trade the third draft pick to another team for like another round draft pick or a future draft pick or even a player. But he said, no, we're sticking with our pick. We're sticking with the number 3 pick. So hopefully we get a good player out of that. I think we will. Everyone's hope was to get Cooper Flagg from Duke. I don't think that's happening because the Mavericks got the number 1 pick. I think the Mavericks are going to take Cooper Flagg with the first overall pick. Hopefully not. Hopefully picks 1 and 2 miss Cooper Flagg and we, as the third draft pick, get Cooper Flagg. But all we can have is our fingers crossed. Everything else, I don't know, like, I just hope we get him. But, yeah. If you're interested in watching that draft and to see who we draft live on television, you can watch that on June 25th at 8 p.m. Most likely on ESPN. Now, let's talk about the next team that tanked the rest of their season. The Philadelphia Flyers. Out with the old and in with the new. The Flyers fired head coach John Tortorella and brought in new head coach Rick Touche. The Flyers finished in the 8th seed in the Metropolitan Division, coming off of a 5-4 loss to the Buffalo Sabres. The star of that game was star rookie Matvei Michkov with 2 goals, 1 assist, 6 shots on goal, and 3 points. The star rookie Matvei Michkov with 2 goals, or not 2 goals, but 26 goals on the season, 37 assists, and 63 points. The star is looking to be the first Philadelphia Flyer to hold the Rookie of the Year and the Calder Trophy. Hopefully, the new head coach and Matvei Michkov have enough push to help the Flyers do more than enough to make the playoffs and to do well in the regular season. And who knows, maybe they'll win the Stanley Cup. Again, let's just hope and pray that happens. The best team in the MLS and the beast of the East, the Philadelphia Union. The Union sit with a record of 9-3-3, tied with Cincinnati for first place. The team welcomed Lionel Messi and 6th-seeded Inter Miami to Subaru Park last night, and the match ended in a 3-3 draw. Union goals scored by Quinn Sullivan and 2 goals from Ty Baribeau. Inter Miami goals were scored by Tadeo Allende, Lionel Messi, and Talasco Segovia. I was not able to watch that match, but hearing from a lot of the Union fans, it sounded like the refs screwed us over from a win, um, but we'll get them next time. Their next match is against Toronto FC on May 28th at 7:30 p.m. only on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV Plus. The Philadelphia Phillies currently sit at 3 games above the Mets in first place in the National League East with a record of 34-19. They have the best record at MLB baseball too. And just below them are the Detroit Tigers. Hopefully, they keep on losing and we'll keep on winning, but we'll have to see what happens. Kyle Schwarber hit a nice home run last night that tied the game, or not tied the game, but that tied him with the most home runs in baseball with Aaron Judge. They both have 18 home runs. The Phils ended their West Coast trip in a 5-4 loss to the Athletics and ended their 9-game winning streak. Their record on this trip was 6-1, which was pretty good for the team, honestly. The Phils now come back home to host the Atlanta Braves on Tuesday at 6:45. You can catch that game on NBC Sports Philadelphia and TBS. If you don't want to do that, you can go in person to the game. It'll probably be a great game, honestly. Two NL East rivals, one of the greatest baseball rivals there is, or rivalries there is. Phils, honestly, I think the Phils are going to come out with the series win on that. Now, let's transition from Philly to the other big leagues. Let's start off with the most intense playoffs right now, the NBA playoffs. The Oklahoma City Thunder have a 2-1 lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, you're probably wondering, who do I have in the series? I have the OKC Thunder. They just have great chemistry. They just recently announced league MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the way, Chet Holmgren and J-Dub helping out. Yeah, I do think the Timberwolves can get maybe 1 or 2 games out of the Thunder, but I honestly don't think Anthony Edwards has it in him just yet to win an NBA championship. I think the Thunder are going to take it to 5 games and head on over to the NBA championship. And now from the Loud City to the Big Apple, you have the most surprising series yet. The Indiana Pacers have a 2-0 lead over the New York Knicks and are heading to Indiana, where the Pacers could quite possibly end the series at home and sweep the Knicks. The Knicks were heavily favored in this series, and the Pacers took that to heart. Tyrese Halliburton changed that mind of the NBA world and started to take this series into his own hands. I have the Indiana Pacers winning this series. Do I have them because I think that Tyrese Halliburton can help the Pacers win the whole series and go to the NBA championship? No, I don't think that. Do I believe the Knicks can come back from this deficit with Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby? Do I think they have what it takes to pull off a good comeback? Nah, that's not the reason. I do believe the Knicks. I do believe in the Knicks. I do think they could pull off a miracle if they really wanted to. But the reason why I have the Pacers in this series is because I just simply don't like the Knicks. That's just my opinion, because obviously I'm a Philadelphia sports fan. I don't like New York teams, so I have the Pacers winning this game in 6 or 7 games. From the hardwood to the ice, we had the final 4 teams facing off in the NHL playoffs, featuring the Florida Panthers with a 3-0 lead over the Carolina Panthers. The Edmonton Oilers took the series lead 2-1 over the Dallas Stars with an emphasizing 6-1 win today. Who do I have in each series? I have the Florida Panthers winning their series 4-1, and the Oilers winning their series 4-3. The defending champion Panthers are on a roll with their games, and I don't think they're stopping anytime soon. And last night, I was watching the Phillies game. I turned back the channel to the Panthers game. I saw them celebrating their goal. I thought it was 2-1. No, they showed the score. It was 5-1. I'm like, damn. Okay. The Florida Panthers really want to get back to the Stanley Cup. So I think that's the reason why they're going to win 4-1. Or at least their series 4-1. The Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars, that's going to be a tough series. Yes, they took a beat. Yes, the Dallas Stars took a beating today. I think it was 5 or 6-1. It was terrible for the Dallas Stars. They gotta, if they want to be back in this series and win something, they absolutely gotta wake up. So I think this series can go 7 games, maybe 6 games. So I have the Oilers winning in a tough one, 4-3. But who do I think is going to win the Stanley Cup? Follow me for more. Because I'm going to be going over, like I said in the beginning of my podcast, I'm going to be going over every score and breaking news throughout all the leagues. So if you want to know who I have winning the Stanley Cup, winning the NBA championship, winning any other big league championship, follow me for more. Tomorrow may be Memorial Day, but today we let freedom ring early because the USA men's ice hockey team played Switzerland in the IIHF World Hockey Gold Medal game and won in overtime. The golden goal was scored by Tage Thompson. This is the first time in 92 years that Team USA has secured the gold. The last time this happened was in 1933. That's pretty insane. That's all for this episode. This has been your host, Matthew Dobbins, and I will catch you guys next time on 215 and worldwide. Share the brotherly love and stay safe, y'all.